Okay, in our previous lesson, we saw how we can create a user-defined function, a simple one. Okay, so now I'm going to create a simple user-defined function as well, but using a more complex code. So here you can see it's not difficult, it's slightly complex. Okay, so now basically, I have created here one particular program that has a menu. Okay, it has a menu. And then basically, I'm asking the user to enter a number. After the user enters the number, I'm going to display the number back to them. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, this is what I have. Okay, so let's say I enter 10. So enter, I'll get you have entered 10. Very simple. All right. So now when I look at this, right, I feel that I don't want to trouble the main function so much. Okay, so I want the menu to be displayed by another function. So at least the main function is not so crowded. Okay, so the menu, displaying of the menu, one person will take charge. So another function will do that as its task. Okay, and then the other things I will take it in main. Alright, so I have to create another function. Put it below the main. So I put this void menu. I can call it as menu. Okay, and then this is my function. So this entire task of printing the menu is no longer the job of main. I'm going to take this and put it inside menu. Okay, so now what I do is inside my main, I just call menu before doing anything else. Okay, make sure you call it before because you want the menu to appear first. If you call it at the bottom here, that means all this will be done and then only you're calling menu. Then your output will look a bit awkward. Okay, so I need to call this function to make sure it can run this. Okay, so what's the name of the function? Menu. Brackets, semicolon. This is how I call the function. So it'll come here, do its duties, and then go back up and continue the work. Okay, let's run this. Oh, let's put in the prototype. So the prototype will be below your hash include. So just copy the header, void menu brackets semicolon, and you can run this. Again, it's the same thing. You're calling the menu first. Let's say I put 3 and then the rest is still the same. So now I have separated the job. Okay, so this is one function. I'm going to add another function. Okay, so below the menu function, I'm going to add another one. Void input. Okay, brackets. Okay, this is another function. Alright, so what this input is going to do is I'm going to ask this particular function to do this job for me. So I'm going to pull it down. Okay, so I need to pull this down as well to the function because the variable is here. Okay, the variable is here, so I need to declare the variable here itself in the function. Alright, so now I have separated the job. To display the menu, I have function menu. To do the user input, I have the input function. So now, after calling the menu function, I have to call the input function. So now here I have called menu. Below it, I call input. Semicolon. That's it. So can you see that now the main function looks very simple, not complicated at all. The job of the main function is to call the functions only because it has distributed all the tasks. Okay, don't forget we have to do the prototype for function input. Done. Okay, so now let's run this. Altogether, I have one main function. I have two user-defined functions. One is menu, one is input. So let's run this. Still, can you see the output is still the same, but each job is done by different function. So I put 4 and then I get the same output. Okay, so you can have as many functions, as many user-defined functions as you want, as long as it makes sense. Okay, but remember, you still need the main function because everything starts from here. It starts here and it ends here as well. Okay, so this is the program. Very simple.